Oxion's ATHOS nail is used to fix pertrochanteric, intertrochanteric, basal neck, and subtrochanteric fractures, long nail version. Ideal for both stable and unstable patterns. Superior fracture control provides rotational stability and varus collapse resistance in complex, unstable fracture patterns requiring advanced fixation. Oxion's ATHOS nail and anti-rotation ATHOS nail. Versatile sizing options: short 180 to 240 mm and long 320 to 440 mm nails with 9 to 13 mm diameters. Anatomically contoured in 125 degrees and 130 degrees to match the greater trochanter tip. Premium material standards available in titanium alloy or stainless steel as per ISO standards. Position the patient supine on a radiolucent table with the femoral head exposed. Perform fracture reduction manually under C-arm guidance before nail measurement. Position the radiographic ruler for long ATHOS nail alongside the femur to measure nail length. Slide radiographic ruler to measure nail diameter. Identify the entry point just lateral to the femoral canal axis on AP view, at the greater trochanter tip, centered within the canal on lateral view. Place the 20/17 mm entry reamer protection sleeve and 17/3.2 mm entry reamer guide sleeve at the entry point. Insert the 3 mm threaded tip guide wire through the entry reamer guide sleeve using the guide wire holder. Retrieve the guide wire holder, entry reamer guide sleeve, and entry reamer protection sleeve while maintaining the threaded tip guide wire in position. Create a pilot opening using cannulated awl. Alternatively, create the pilot opening using the 16.5 mm entry reamer with quick coupling end and quick coupling T-handle. Retrieve the entry reamer protection sleeve, and 3 mm guide wire. Align intramedullary canal using reduction rod. Introduce 2.5/3.65 mm guide wire with ball tip through reduction rod. Retrieve the reduction rod. Use the AO connection flexible reamer shaft with a suitable reamer head over the guide wire. Maintain reamer head 0.5 to 1 mm larger than nail. Ream and retrieve the flexible reaming shaft in forward rotation. Retrieve the guide wire with ball tip and insert the 2.5 mm guide wire without ball tip. Assemble the selected size of ATHOS nail with the insertion handle. Place the nail onto the insertion handle, matching groove until flush. Fix the nail with the 4.4 mm cannulated nail holding bolt using an 8 mm hex universal screwdriver with T-handle. Attach the proximal aiming device to the insertion handle using the locking bolt for aluminium targeting device. Assemble the 14-11.2 mm protection sleeve with the 11.2/3.2 mm trocar sleeve and 3.2 mm trocar to insert the 10.5 mm cephalic screw. Insert the assembly into the larger hole of the proximal aiming device to confirm alignment. Retrieve the assembly. Glide the nail assembly over the guide wire into the bone. Retrieve the guide wire without ball tip. Assemble the block for insertion connecting rod with the M10 insertion connecting rod onto the insertion handle. Apply gentle blows using the insertion hammer onto the rod to seat the nail properly. Keep the proximal nail end flush with the bone. Unscrew the insertion connecting rod and slide out the block. Reinsert the assembly in the proximal aiming device. Tap the trocar to mark the drilling point and retrieve it. Insert the 3 mm threaded guide wire into the bone through the trocar sleeve. Measure the cephalic screw length using measuring device up to 130 mm over threaded guide wire. Retrieve measuring device and trocar sleeve. Drill the cortex with the 10 mm proximal cortex drill with quick coupling end over the threaded guide wire through the protection sleeve. Retrieve the proximal cortex drill. Position the stopper for cannulated reamer on the 10.5 mm cannulated reamer according to the measured length. Drill with the cannulated reamer over the threaded guide wire until the stopper reaches the protection sleeve. Retrieve the cannulated reamer. Assemble the measured length 10.5 mm cephalic screw onto the inserter for 10.5 mm cephalic screw and end cap. Glide the cephalic screw assembly over the threaded guide wire through the protection sleeve. Rotate the cephalic screw assembly clockwise to insert the cephalic screw into the bone. Stop after the cephalic screw is positioned between 5 to 10 mm from the subchondral bone. Rotate the screw on the inserter clockwise to reduce the neck fracture. Stop once the fracture is reduced and rotate the inner bar of the inserter to release the cephalic screw. Retrieve the inserter and protection sleeve by unlocking with the screw on the proximal aiming device. Assemble the end cap for 10.5 mm cephalic screw with the inserter for 6.4 mm cannulated anti-rotation screw. Lock the end cap with the inserter by screwing the inner bar. Advance the end cap assembly. Screw the end cap onto the cephalic screw in clockwise rotation. Once fully tightened, unscrew the inner bar in anti-clockwise rotation to release the end cap. Retrieve the inserter. Assemble the 10/8.2 mm protection sleeve with the 8.1/2.5 mm trocar sleeve and 2.5 mm trocar to insert the 6.4 mm cannulated anti-rotation screw. Slide the assembly into the proximal aiming device and lock it with the screw. Tap and retrieve the trocar. Insert a 2.5 mm guide wire through the trocar sleeve. Measure the screw length using measuring device up to 130 mm over the guide wire. Retrieve the measuring device and trocar sleeve, keeping guide wire in place. Place the stopper on 6.4/4.5 mm tapered drill per measured length. Drill with the tapered drill with quick coupling over the guide wire through the protection sleeve to create space for the anti-rotation screw. Retrieve the tapered drill once the stopper reaches the protection sleeve. Load the measured length 6.4 mm cannulated anti-rotation screw onto the inserter for 6.4 mm cannulated anti-rotation screw without the inner bar. Glide the assembly over the guide wire through the protection sleeve to fix the anti-rotation screw. Retrieve the inserter. Attach the inner screw for anti-rotation ATHOS nail short with hex 3.5 holding driver for inner screw. Position and screw the inner screw from the end of the ATHOS nail and retrieve the holding driver. Use a flexible screwdriver for inner screw for final tightening to fix the anti-rotation screw in place. Unscrew the bolt to retrieve the proximal aiming device. Attach the proximal aiming bar to the insertion handle using the locking bolt for proximal aiming bar. Attach the distal aiming bar to the proximal aiming bar while matching the marking for the selected nail size. Secure the distal aiming bar with the locking bolt for distal aiming bar. Attach the distal targeting device to the distal aiming bar with the 5 mm hex distal bolt. Insert the 10/8.1 mm outer drill sleeve for distal targeting device with 8 mm trocar into the hole of the distal targeting device. Tap the trocar and retrieve it. Insert the 8.1/5.2 mm drill sleeve into the outer drill sleeve. Use a 5.2 mm drill bit plane shank/Jacob chuck end to break the cortex. Retrieve the drill bit and use the 5.2 mm T-handle drill bit with flat end to remove debris. Retrieve the T-handle drill bit and drill sleeve. Position the 8.1/5.2 mm positioning rod through the outer drill sleeve. Select the stabilizing device according to the nail configuration. For diameter 9 to 11 mm. For diameter 12 and 13 mm. Use the stabilizing device to maintain the jig position with the nail. Insert the 10/8.2 mm protection sleeve with 8 mm trocar into the distal hole of the distal aiming bar. Tap the trocar and retrieve it. Insert the 8/4.3 mm drill sleeve into the protection sleeve. Drill using a 4.3 mm drill bit plane shank/Jacob chuck end through the drill sleeve. Retrieve the drill bit and drill sleeve. Measure 4.8 mm locking bolt length using depth gauge up to 100 mm through protection sleeve. Insert the measured length 4.8 mm locking bolt with hex 3.5 mm screwdriver with T-handle through the protection sleeve. Retrieve the screwdriver and protection sleeve once the locking bolt is fixed. Retrieve the stabilizing device, positioning rod, and outer drill sleeve. Unscrew and remove the distal targeting device and 5 mm hex distal bolt. Slide and fix the block for insertion connecting rod and insertion connecting rod with the insertion handle. Apply gentle blows with an insertion hammer to reduce the lower femoral shaft fracture. Once fracture reduction is achieved, unscrew and slide out the block and insertion connecting rod. Repeat the process of inserting the 4.8 mm locking bolt on the proximal hole of the distal aiming bar. Unscrew and remove the distal aiming bar and locking bolt for distal aiming bar. Unscrew and remove the proximal aiming bar and locking bolt for proximal aiming bar. Unscrew the nail holding bolt using the universal screwdriver, releasing the nail. Retrieve the 8 mm hex universal screwdriver, nail holding bolt, and insertion handle. Assemble the end cap with the inserter for cephalic screw 010.5 mm and end cap by screwing the inner bar. Insert the end cap assembly at the nail's open end. Unscrew the inner bar to release the end cap and retrieve the inner bar and inserter. Fracture fixation with Oxion's ATHOS nail completed. Weight bearing as tolerated for mid-shaft fractures with nails greater than 8 mm, foot flat weight bearing only for subtrochanteric or distal third fractures initially. Gait training with assistive devices, isometric quadricep and abductor exercises, and knee range of motion exercises throughout recovery. Surgeon follow-up at 2 weeks, 6 weeks, and 3 months post-surgery with radiographs to monitor fracture healing progression. Complete bone healing typically achieved within 3 months following surgical fixation of hip fractures.